Yes, now we can
Hmm.
forward.
Yes, sir.
चलिए आप
Okay.
समझता हूँ अभी तक काफी कुछ डिस्कस कर लिया होगा as our
Little bit, sir.
topic is modernism. So what do you know about modernism? Why we are calling this specific age as modernism? चलिए थोड़े से कुछ अच्छे क्वेश्चंस पूछते हैं.
It is the time of social, cultural, and political change in the history of Britain, and the major events which shaped the literature and the mindset of people of this age, that was the World War One from 1914 to 1918, and the World War Two 1939 to 1945. Apart from that, we have people were also suffered from Great Depression, that is in 1930, and the Russian Revolution was also there. So many things were going
In
on.
which year?
Russian Revolution, 1918, I think. Not sure.
1970. 17.
एक साल भी तो ज्यादा बोला.
So that is also called as Bolshevik Revolution.
Which?
Russian Revolution is also called as Bolshevik Revolution.
Sorry, no idea.
No idea.
Okay.
So now just try to support your statement that this age is modernism by using different references from this age only, है ना? Like political references, psychological references, है ना? By doing this practice. Come on.
In this age, we see the people were not, sorry, writers were not focusing on the external. Uh, no, we can't say that. Like, writers were much focusing on the inner thoughts of the people. Like, many writers have talked about the inner mindset or the feelings of
हाँ,
the.
कॉन्ट्राडिक्ट कर रहे हो अपने आप को.
हाँ, एक्चुअली मैं ये कहना चाह रही हूँ कि जो प्रायर की जो थियरी आई थी यहाँ पर, और स्ट्रीम ऑफ कॉन्शियसनेस बेसिकली मैं बताना चाह रही थी. तो मैंने कहीं पढ़ा था कि
अच्छा.
इनर थॉट्स को उन्होंने
अच्छा अच्छा अच्छा
एक्सप्लेन
अच्छा
किया है यहाँ पर.
आपने बोला
हाँ.
फ्राइड की थ्योरी आई थी उसके बाद में तुरंत आपने स्विच किया और आप कह रहे हो स्ट्रीम ऑफ कॉन्शियसनेस के बारे में बताना चाहते हैं. क्या आपको पता है
हम्म.
ये दो अलग अलग कॉन्सेप्ट हैं?
अलग अलग है. यस, आई नो. विलियम जेम्स हैज कॉइन्ड द स्ट्रीम ऑफ कॉन्शियसनेस एंड यूज्ड बाय वर्जीनिया वुल्फ.
Very good. Now let me frame a way so that we can have a linear communication. Although linear communication or linear narrative was not part of this age only. है ना?
Sir, may I say something?
Yes, yes, you can say so.
Sir, as we can see in the Victorian age, that has already set the backdrop of interrogation. The scientific discoveries started taking place. So there was this questioning thinking. Like they were not just satisfied with anything that has been taught to you. This thing came in my mind, in their mind, to question everything. So Victorian age has already set the background of this thing, and that has shaped in more better manner in modern age. So people were at the stage of interrogation, and they were more thoughtful for things, practical thing, rational things, and things that can shape their life, and things they go with every day. Thank you, sir.
By the way, Madam Sakshi, as you are
Yes,
mentioning the start of discoveries in Victorian, you are saying something.
I was saying something. Okay, do I have to mention some
No, 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 no,
discoveries?
no. I was just asking you that before
Huh.
this age, have you ever witnessed any some sort of activity which was actually promoting scientific discoveries. Anything
Um,
to any specific author? Uh, because it was not the start of this. Starting was
Yes.
very much there in past.
no, sir. It's I can't say that it started, but yes, to a larger extent, it started. Like Victorian age can be said
Yes,
as a like age of scientific.
you are
You
quite
can say the
right.
development of that.
Ah,
I just
on a
wanted to
large scale.
I just
Acha, you
wanted to
okay?
know whether you have idea or not. That is why I'm asking.
Of any, sir, may
Any
may you
famous
please
author
tell me the age from which that author belongs to, so
from
I can
no,
I may guess.
you just try to look from Elizabethan to this, to Victorian. Come on.
Okay, sir. May I have a moment, sir? uh,
I want to answer one thing
Just a
that
second, Noor. Just
that
a
that
second.
that that
Just a second, Noor.
okay.
Just a second. Let her complete, then you will speak. Okay.
Okay.
Let her speak first. Come on. Go ahead, Sakshi.
Sir, I cannot answer.
Neha, do you want to answer? And you were simply giving me notes like this. It means you know. So turn on your microphone.
Because before that, we have seen in Victorian age there was a theory of Darwin, which talks about the species and the birth of the people, which set the clashes between the religion and science. But before that, right now I'm unable to recall, but it may be there before that.
No,
We had a discussion about it one day.
never right.
No. Okay,
That is why
then
I was asking whether you have clear idea or not.
okay,
Hold on, Hannah. Let her speak. Nuri ma'am,
okay.
you can speak.
Yes, sir. Yes, I want to answer one thing that Sakshi have doubt that she was talking about scientific temperament or questioning things. That comes from scientific temperament, and that is very prevailed. That we find that it is very prevalent in modern age. So I think that it is very confusing and confusing sometimes that we cannot make a very clear demarcation of ages. There are various things that overlaps between ages, as a few things of romantic age you can find it still in modernism and in Victorian age, and there are few things of Victorian age and few writers too that they write in such a genre that could be traced back to prior age. So these things happens in literature that we could not we cannot make a fine line between ages.
Nuri ma'am,
This is yes, although there are some
whatever
prevalent.
whatever you have, you know more than enough. What you will do, just do one thing. Whenever you try to communicate something, just try to wear patience, then speak. It will help you to learn, or I should say, it will help you to be more effective in communication. Getting my point?
Yes, yes.
है ना? जब आप बोलते हो ना, थोड़ा सा पेशेंस रख के
Mhm.
आहिस्ता बोला करो, तेज मत बोला करो,
Yes.
क्योंकि जो आपको सुनना
Okay.
चाहता है वो आपको आराम से भी सुन लेगा। इतना फास्ट कम्युनिकेशन नहीं
Yes,
चाहिए,
yes,
है ना? आहिस्ता आहिस्ता।
yes, yes.
अब सुनिए आप लोग।
Okay.
Yes, sir.
As we are familiar of empiricism, do you know what is empiricism?
Empiricism is something that is based on to logical reasoning and rational things.
And practical learning.
Practical learning, yes, sir.
To learn just by practice. When we do something, then in that process we learn something. That is what the empiricism is. By the way, who is father of empiricism?
Francis Bacon.
Yes. Now you come to the point. Listen to me. Do you know how he died? What was the reason behind his death?
Is that no idea, sir?
बता
No
सकते
idea, sir.
हो मैम?
Yes, sir?
आइडिया है फ्रांसिस बेकन कैसे मरा था?
Yes, he was doing some experiment with the ice, and
And here you
yes,
get for the first time a kind of scientific discovery.
yes,
You are
Okay.
trying to do some sort of, investigation related to fridge. How he can
yes,
preserve meat. How he can preserve meat.
yes,
The
yes,
first invention. And then we will move forward. There we will see Mad Shelley.
Oh,
yes.
yes.
He was also doing some sort of invention by charging the handle of the gate, and he was also doing
Mm.
a lot of scientific things. And for that, we sometimes, or critics sometimes called him mad.
Hmm.
Mad Shelley, yes.
है ना? So this can also be considered a start of something in the field of invention.
It is also related to science.
कोई
Correct.
भी एज में कोई भी जॉनरा एकदम से हवा में नहीं आता है, कहीं ना कहीं उसकी शुरुआत बहुत पहले से होती है। वॉइड में कोई भी कॉन्सेप्ट नहीं पनपता। नूरी मैम म्यूट कर लीजिए, जब आप बोला करें तब आप फोन रखिए, बाद में जो है म्यूट कर। तो कोई ऐसे वॉइड में कोई कॉन्सेप्ट नहीं पनप जाता, उसके लीनिएज जरूर होते हैं। अच्छा ये बताइए, डू यू नो और डू यू हैव एनी फेयर आइडिया which group of writer is known as a precursor to romanticism?
That may I, sir?
Yes, yes, you can.
Sir William Blake.
I was asking group of writers, not asking for any individual.
Sir, what was your question? Please, could you repeat?
As we are discussing today modern age, modernism age,
Yes. Hmm.
a famous group of author is somehow considered as the precursor of modernism. Let me know the name.
Okay.
Is it graveyard poets?
How? How are you linking things?
As Thomas Gray was also one of the precursor of Romantic age.
Listen to me.
Oh,
Pre
Scottish.
Pre-Raphaelite Brotherhood, this group is known as the precursor of modernism, and it was actually this was given by K. Hirdes. Okay,
By whom, sir?
K. Hirdes, K. Hirdes.
Okay.
याद रखना इसको।
So they were called pre-romantics by him. Okay.
K. Hirdes के द्वारा बताया गया। बात बाकी जब हम आगे बढ़ते हैं तो जैसा कि हम इस एज के बारे में बात कर रहे हैं कि मॉडर्निज्म, मॉडर्निज्म मतलब टू मेक इट न्यू, इट वाज अ स्लोगन गिवन बाय मिस्टर एजरा पॉम,
Hmm.
है ना? तो लिटरेचर को नया करने का प्रयास है। कैसे? In previous era, what we see in previous ages of literature, what we see, we were simply watching a kind of poetry, kind of poems, which certainly had some sort of a structure and having rhyming schemes. But if we talk about in today's era, in the era of modernism, what we see, it is not bound to any specific rule. It is totally free, and for that, authors start practicing verse delivery. Do you know what is verse delivery?
Rivers.
Reverse, है ना? So in that way, they were not following any specific norm of previous literature. है ना? Here, they were simply trying to do something new. For example, in novels, what we see a linear narrative. If a story is going, so it should have a proper sequence, then it will go on. But if we talk about the literature of modernism, what we see, they are not stick to linear narrative. You know, what they were doing, their narrative is switching from first to second, second to third, third to fourth. है even narrators are also switching, sometimes a third person, sometimes a second person, sometimes a first person. So narration was also shifted. This is how some sort of change arrived in this genre as well, in novel. है Now when we move forward, previously we were simply talking about the basic stories, है ना, love, jilted, betrayal, है ना, fighting, biting, है ना, vendetta, etc., etc. They were the major themes. And even we were not simply talking about the psychology of any specific individual. For that, we had a famous theory given by Mr. Sigmund Freud, which were mentioning by Neha previously. Getting my point? Ana bolo, हाँ.
Yes, sir. Sigmund Freud gave
Sigmund Freud.
different
So what we see,
theories.
he gave
Hmm.
us three different terms. है ना? For example, we have ID, ego, and superego. These were the three terms.
E.g.
है
Yes,
ना?
sir.
So, what is ED according to him? Whatever we have in our brain, and we wanted to do that, but just for the sake of keeping our reputation in the family or in society, we don't do such kind of things. For example, if a person would like to have some sort of alcohol, so he is not doing just because he will be or I should say disinherited from the legacy of his parents. Getting my point? तो यहाँ कहीं न कहीं कोई उसे इन्फ्लुएंस रोक रहे हैं, तो वो उसके मन में दमित इच्छाएँ रह जाएँगी। वो इच्छाएँ दब के रह जाएँगी। तो जितनी भी किसी भी व्यक्ति विशेष के अंदर जो इच्छाएँ जो कभी पूरी नहीं हो पाई है, वो सब जाके आईडी में स्टोर होती हैं।
id में हम्म
और इस आईडी को सिगमंड फ्रॉइड ने बर्फ के उस टुकड़े से कंपेयर किया है, जो समुद्र में डला हुआ है, पानी में डला हुआ है, और जिसका 9वाँ भाग जल के अंदर है और 10% ऊपर। तो हमारे
हाँ आइसबर्ग थ्योरी
जो व्यक्ति हमको देख पा रहा है, वो मात्र 10% दिख रहा है, 90% हमारे अंदर,
हम्म
है ना? सो कैरेक्टर्स वर सिंपली ड्रिवन बाय ईडी इन मोस्ट ऑफ द लिटरेरी पीसेस. Getting my point? Getting on?
sir of modern age
It doesn't matter. It is just a theory.
always
It can be applied in any kind of literature, in any ages.
okay okay
For example, we can take a famous example from Elizabethan age itself. We have Merchant of Venice kind of
हम्म
character it was, है ना? It had some sort of,
हम्म
suppressive wishes or something like that. For that reason, he was advancing for some sort of revenge, ना?
हम्म yes sir
ये जो थ्योरी
yes sir
थी, ये यूनिवर्सल थी, किसी एक पीरियड से
हम्म
थी. इनको आप कहीं भी लगा सकते
हम्म
हैं, है ना? उसके बाद में ईडी बता दिया उन्होंने. तो ईडी में ये था कि कैसे किस प्रकार से जितने भी क्रिमिनल होते हैं ना, जितने भी क्रिमिनल हों, चोर हों, जो भी उल्टे सीधे काम करते हैं, सारे लोगों का ईडी बहुत इतना पावरफुल हो जाता है कि उनका सुपर ईगो काम करना बंद कर देता है. अब बताता हूँ सुपर ईगो क्या होता है. सुपर ईगो एक
हम्म
कॉन्सेप्ट है जो व्यक्ति को मिलता है उसके परिवार से, उसके स्कूल से, हर उस जगह से जहां उसे मोरल बनाने का प्रयास किया जाता है, जहां उसे मोरल दिए जाते हैं कि तुम्हें सोसाइटी में ऐसे नहीं रहना है, चाहे उनको सोसाइटी ने बनाया हो, चाहे उनको गवर्नमेंट ने बनाया हो, चाहे आपके कल्चर ने बनाया हो. वो सारे मोरल्स जो व्यक्ति को रोकते हैं कोई भी गलत काम करने से, वो सब आते हैं सुपर ईगो. ठीक है? अब
okay sir
बुराए, या तो आप पूरी तरह से झुक जाओगे आईडी की तरफ तो क्रिमिनल हो गए, पूरी तरह से सुपर ईगो में झुक जाओगे तो संत बन जाओगे, साधु बन जाओगे, फिर कुछ नहीं कर पाओगे.
हम्म
जीवन में जितनी भी चीजें सब पाप लगने लगेंगे. पैसे के पीछे भागना, नौकरी के पीछे भागना, सब बेवकूफियत है. समझ आ रहा है? तो अब वहां इसके बीच का एक रास्ता निकाला जिसको हम ईगो कह देते हैं कई बार. हमारी सोसाइटी में ईगो से क्या तात्पर्य है? एक ऐसा शब्द जो कहीं ना कहीं किसी व्यक्ति के बहुत एरोगेंट स्वभाव को दर्शाता है.
हम्म
बट ये सत्यता नहीं है. ईगो एक ऐसी पर्सनैलिटी है जो संतुलन में रहती है, ना तो ज्यादा सुपर ईगो की तरफ जाने देती है और ना ही आईडी की तरफ, इदम की तरफ.
हम्म
तो सुपर ईगो,
बैलेंस
हाँ, बैलेंस दोनों में ये बनाने का कार्य करता है. इसलिए इसको कई बार वो भी कह दिया जाता है, क्या कह दिया जाता है? ब्रिज. ब्रिज इन
ब्रिज
बिटवीन इदम एंड सुपर ईगो. By the way,
okay
he has also given a famous, I should say, concept of Oedipus complex.
हाँ Oedipus and Electra complex both
What is Oedipus complex?
गलत इंसान
Electra has not given by him.
Given by whom?
Oedipus only he has given.
Given by whom? कार्ल युंग ने दिया।
somebody else.
कार्ल युंग ने दिया।
किसने?
कार्ल युंग।
हाँ, Carl Jung. Yes, yes, yes.
First, tell me
हाँ,
what is
पढ़ा
Oedipus
था।
complex? Where did you witness it in English literature
So
or like
Carl, Carl
In
Jung.
Sons and Lovers by D.H. Lawrence, where the attraction of mother towards his son,
Sir,
or
it
the
first,
relation of that. This is not the
uh,
sexual relationship, but the like attraction or something.
sir, it was first, first happened like this. This total event happened in Oedipus Rex. That
wait,
was a tragedy, and from that particular work, this term has been derived. Oedipus complex. So it is a general inclination of a son towards her mother and
towards his mother?
towards his mother, and a sense of anger against his father. So
By
that
the
has
way,
been termed off.
by
Yes,
the
sir.
way, have you ever feel Electra complex?
Yes, sir. Sir, complex in the world of literature has been like we saw the depiction in Morning Become Electra. It was a work by Eugene O'Neill, and you are asking about my personal experience.
I'm saying you are quite right, but यूजीन ओनील ने adaptation निकाला ओरेस्टिया का, और ओरेस्टिया
हाँ, Orestia. हाँ, हाँ, हाँ.
by the
Orestia has been
way,
written by
by the way,
Cassius.
we also feel the same in our daily.
Yes, sir. It is
Very,
universal, as you have said.
it is
Yes,
very
sir.
much there in our lives.
It is
Actually,
evident, and it is evident, sir.
hmm, है ना? And
Yes, sir.
I have already discussed अब आए हाँ, तो आपने एग्जांपल भी दिया इलेक्ट्रा कॉम्प्लेक्स में देखने को मिलता है।
Hmm.
तो और फेमस वर्क जहाँ आप इन दोनों को देखते हो।
Electra and Oedipus.
हम्म,
Sir, Oedipus though has been said by Neha in D.H. Lawrence's work, Sons and Lover. Paul Morale was inclined towards her mother.
और पॉल
And
मॉरेल वाज द फर्स्ट टाइटल और आई शुड से डीएच लॉरेंस
हाँ.
लवर।
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
पॉल मॉरेल है ना, पॉल मॉरेल।
Paul Morale. But
By
then
the
it
way,
has been
if
changed.
by the way, if a literary work known as by the protagonist of the work, then what we call this kind of work, there is a
Uh,
term. We have a specific.
I
eponymous,
think
eponymous.
Yes, yes, yes.
eponymous.
है ना?
We have many works of that. Hmm.
So as we are discussing modernism here, so modernism was not something like that we see for the first time, everything is changed. It was also there in previous ages.
Hmm.
For example, you see something new for the first time in Elizabethan age. सॉरी, यस, फॉर एलिजाबेथन एज के लिए भी जा सकते हैं जब उन्होंने पेट हिलेमियन देखा स्पेंसर में।
Hmm.
Then
Spencer.
when we move forward, we see metaphysical poetry. It was also something new,
Yes, sir.
है ना?
Cavalier was also something new.
Something new. Then we move forward. We witness Robert Browning. It was also something new. Dramatic monologue.
Yes.
है ना?
Yes.
In that way, but we can also call them modern. Na? Why we are not doing so? We are not doing so just because of the percentile, just because of the percent. For example,
Hmm.
that time cavaliers or metaphysical, they were the in very less number. But
Hmm.
talk about modernism, here we see the change is universal.
Hmm.
Everyone is affected by the change.
Hmm.
Getting my point? So all because of it, we call it modernism. It was not just like them because we have all many theories actually. We have Rene Descartes. You know who was Rene Descartes?
Yes, sir. He was a famous philosopher who gave the terminology of I think, therefore I am.
It was a sentence which actually advocates about the existential philosophy.
Existential
Alive,
philosophy.
if you are alive, then you will think. If you are not thinking, it means you are dead.
Yes, sir.
You know? And we have Henry Bergson, who somehow influenced uh, Henry James, है who later
Yes,
gave
sir.
a, gave a famous term in Principles of Psychology, that was stream of consciousness.
Sir,
Henry
it
James.
was Henry James or William James?
विलियम जेम्स, सॉरी अगर मेरे मुंह से गलत
Yeah.
है ना, विलियम जेम्स
Yes.
का
It's
छोटा
a
भाई था
yes,
हेनरी
sir.
जेम्स।
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
का छोटा भाई था हेनरी जेम्स, है ना, याद रख।
Yes, sir.
एंड वेयर डिड यू सी stream of consciousness for the first time?
For the first time
In which novel?
in novel.
Which literary work? I'm not talking about
So,
psychology here.
sir, if I say Mrs. Dalloway, I will be wrong.
You will be right.
Sir,
Okay.
I think Dorothy Richardson has used it first time. I don't know the work which is written by her, but I studied that first. She
Pilgrimage.
used it.
Pilgrimage.
Yes, yes, yes. Pilgrimage. Yes, I studied that. I just forgot.
Any
Pilgrimage.
any major practitioners of this genre?
Virginia Woolf and James Joyce. Majorly using this kind of genre.
Any other famous authors?
Apart from that,
ये तो वो है जो सबको पता है।
hmm. hmm.
Mm.
बताइए। कौन?
Yes, sir. I studied. There was one writer who
मार्शल
wrote half of the work.
मार्शल प्राउस्ट।
Think.
He was also grave practitioner of this genre,
Okay.
stream of consciousness.
Marshall
Then then
Proust.
then we
Okay.
have many other authors. बताइए कोई, अनुमान लगाइए। क्या फुल का डायलॉग बोला था, भूल गए? भूल गए क्या? वर्जीनिया वुल्फ।
बोला था। हाँ सर, वर्क्स तो याद है बट हम राइटर्स
तो
दूसरे याद कर
वर्जीनिया
रहे हैं।
वुल्फ है ना, वर्जीनिया वुल्फ। तीन हो गए आपके पास,
हाँ।
तीन हो गए। और बताइए।
Mm.
कैथरीन मेन्सफील्ड ने भी कई बार इसका इस्तेमाल किया है शॉर्ट स्टोरीज में।
कैथरीन।
ठीक है, तो
Mm.
ये
ओके।
फोर मेजर ऑथर्स हैं।
तो WH ऑर्डन ने हम्म,
मुझे याद नहीं है, अगर हो तो शायद हो सकता है। आप श्योर हो क्या?
हाँ नहीं मुझे भी श्योर नहीं हूँ नहीं सर। आई विल चेक।
बाद में चेक। अच्छा सुनिए, as we
यस
were
सर।
talking about the shifting narrative in novels, then if we talk about the famous novel written by Lawrence Stern, what was its name? Tristram Shandy. Life and Opinions of Tristram Shandy
Yes, sir.
was the title.
यस
Mm.
सर।
What kind of narration
Mm.
had?
Narrative.
What kind of narration it had? It was a linear narration. Come on.
नो।
It was not a linear narrative. Story was
यस सर।
story was shifting backward, है ना, अपवर्ड बैकवर्ड अपवर्ड, बार बार आगे पीछे कहानी हो रही।
हम्म।
समझ आ रहा है? सो इट कैन ऑल्सो बी प्रिकर्सर ऑफ नॉन लीनियर नैरेटिव। यदि सोचने बैठो तो बहुत कुछ
यस सर।
फास्ट में ही मिल जाता है ना। बाय द वे,
यस सर।
as we were discussing over something related to world wars, so are you people familiar about how world war impacted literature?
Yes, sir. Sir, as we know, the literature is the mirror of the society, and whatever was going on that time in the society, writers just try to make it uh, right in words. So we see the glimpse of, not glimpse actually, we see the, uh, what should I say? I'm unable to take the word. Sakshi, please help me.
Depict,
Glimpse.
depict.
Yes. So writers have depicted the clear picture of the world wars in their works, just like we have war poetry, but they were celebrating the war. They were not depicting its negative side or the originally impact of the war.
Uh, Neha, that could be one side of this war poetry that we have studied. They were glorifying wars because as being the soldier, they must have to glorify. Matlab, it is their thing. But
Yeah,
on the
exactly.
on the contrary, there must be many works. Like if we talk about T.S. Eliot, he has totally told about the aftermath of war.
Yes,
What a country faces after a
yes,
war has happened in that country, and
yes.
even
As he,
we can see the, yes, the fragmentation of the society, the unemployment, and the condition of the people. So it all can be
yes,
seen
as
in
he
the
started,
canon of literature. Huh.
yes, as
Uh,
he started his work,
so,
like the April is the cruelest month. So this
cruelest
is
month.
so, this is so how he has,
No, uh, that must be a different reference, like what I have studied. So that gave a different reference of this particular line.
By the way, after wars, what we see,
After wars,
what happened after wars.
people
along,
mindset changed completely. It is the very first impact which we see.
Once again, religion was challenged.
Yes,
People were simply facing their husbands, children died in war. And the
hmm,
I should say the large population of the nations were simply preparing for wars. And
yes, sir.
they were not conceiving, or I should say they were unable to conceive any emotion. And those are
Hmm.
necessary artifacts to create a literature.
Yes, sir.
They were
Huh.
unable to they were
Yes, sir.
unable to conceive any emotion, you know, because they supposed to fight in war. And because of the result of that, what happened in society, only females were left to work on the ground, to feed the children,
Yes, sir.
to feed the elders, whosoever was there in the families, because the youngers were simply forced to fight in wars.
They were sent forced
So
to
it
go
was
on war.
so it
Yes, sir.
was also a kind of change, a kind of modernity in the thinking of society that women should be limited to housely chores only. It was challenged that time.
Hmm.
Getting my point? So this was the kind of, I should say,
Hmm.
modernity we can see in the era. You know? This is how people were changing.
Hmm.
By the way, as we are talking about
Hmm.
some sort of, we got some sort of feministic approach, or I should say, the birth of feministic approach can be clearly seen in this era. Because before it, we can see Mary Wollstonecraft, petticoat and hyena, you know, she
Yes, sir.
advocating about the rights of women. But
Hmm.
here we see exactly. By the way, if I will tell you, or if I will ask you a simple question, the where did you see feministic traits in Elizabethan literature? Then what would be your answer? Come, come. बताइए ना.
Sir, as I what I can recall is there were different characters from the dramatist, like Shakespeare. Like he has given power to Portia to to
Balthazar.
have a to
Balthazar.
have a
To play Balthazar.
Balthazar. Like he,
Very good.
to play the Balthazar, and even he has depicted that a woman has that women has that power to take good decisions. So that decision making power was also um, appreciated. So that depicts that writers of that age were portraying women as positively,
Not,
and their decisions were,
not all
well,
authors.
they were respecting because not all writers, but yes,
Mr. Shakespeare created not just one or two characters, but many characters, influential, specifically from
many correct.
women's society, है ना. मतलब महिलाओं के ऐसे कैरेक्टर
Yes, sir.
प्रेजेंट किए हैं कि आप कहेंगे कि ये व्यक्ति शायद उस वक्त फेमिनिज्म के बारे में सोच रहा है, यदि आप आज उस थ्योरी को
जी
बैठ जाएंगे तो उनके वक्त. And before it,
जी जी जी.
also see in the work of Chaucer. In which work? Tell me.
Sure, sir. Sir, I have studied just one tale of this Canterbury Tales,
Mhm.
and where, sir, sir, whatever female characters were there, like for say Madame Eglantine, she was outrightly saying that she
So
had five.
what was the other name of Madame Eglantine?
Madame Eglantine. So I cannot recall right now.
Wife of Bath.
Yes, sir. Wife of Bath. So she was outrightly saying she had five husbands, and she was like moving to a next husband for exploration.
Bold
So,
lady she was.
huh. So that shows that a woman's like decision, her choice was valued even at that age.
Very good. I just
Sir, I have one question related to that.
go ahead.
Am I audible, sir?
Now you are audible.
Okay, sir. So, sir, Chaucer criticized women in some works. So, somebody told him to write something good about women. So, he has written one work in which
Legend,
he
legend of
Yes,
praised
sir.
women.
He
I
praised
think nine to ten women.
nine to ten women's
Yes.
like that comprised this
legend,
Cleopatra also.
legend of the good woman.
Legend of Good Women's. Yes,
Yes,
sir.
yes. His work, Legend of the Good
किसी ने
Woman.
कुछ नहीं बोला था.
Yeah.
It was a dream vision actually. It was a dream vision. God,
Mhm.
God is
Okay, sir.
God
Okay.
is forcing that what you are doing injustice to females. So what should I do now?
Hmm.
Exactly.
Supposed to write any other work in the support of females. And afterwards, what he was doing,
Hmm.
he was simply projecting many stories about the females, whosoever was exploited in the past. And all
Hmm.
those stories was taken from Metamorphosis, written by Ovid. Okay.
Okay, sir.
In that
Yes, sir.
collection, we see many stories. For example, we have the story of Philomena, who later on turned to a verb, है ना? And we have the famous story of Medea. We have the famous stories of Pyramus and Thisbe, है ना? Any other famous story from that verb जो आप याद कर पा रहे हो? Come on, याद आ रहा है कुछ?
So, mm,
Camera on.
Sir, I have no clear idea regarding it.
No problem. Then we are moving forward. You just do one thing, read it. है ना? ओ,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
हम्म। नेहा कैमरा ऑन कर लो आप लोग, इससे थोड़ा इंटरेक्टिव रहेगा। ऐसे ऐसा लगता है जैसे मोबाइल पे बात करने लगे।
सर एक्चुअली वाई मेरा हो गया नेटवर्क
साक्षी क्या
देख रही है।
आपको भी
अभी अगर
नेटवर्क
फिर से
इशू,
आएगा तो फिर मैं ऑफ कर लूंगी।
आपको भी नेटवर्क इशू हो रहा है क्या साक्षी? आवाज साफ नहीं आ रही?
No, sir. They, nahi, I am having a perfect network. Sir, yes, sir. Just I'm very homely right now.
Am I audible or not?
Yes, sir. You are
You are audible, sir.
totally
I am
audible to me.
only asking this because maybe I might have some sort of
Okay.
network lacking. This can also be issue. By the way,
No, sir. No, sir. There is no
as we were
no.
simply discussing over major themes from modernism, so we have fair idea about one more thing, and that is Marxism. Where
Marxism.
where did we see the glimpses of Marxism in romantic age? Come on, tell me.
बंद कर दो।
हम्म, बताइए। बताइए रोमांटिक लिटरेचर में आप
Marxism.
झलक कहाँ देखते हैं? ये बहुत ही कॉम्प्लेक्स क्वेश्चन है एंड आई एम 101% श्योर कोई नहीं बता नहीं बता पाएगा क्योंकि ये मेरी
सर एक्चुअली मुझे तो ना
तार्किकता लगी है इसमें। बताइए।
Sir, in the novel of Charles Dickens in Victorian age.
No, never.
Romantic.
By the way, what is Marxism? It talks about what?
Talks about class
Um,
struggle.
It's quite fine.
Class struggle.
You are talking about what is the major concept? What was the need of
sir, giving everything. Marxism says giving like any property is property of everyone. Like it isn't the commodity of that person who owns that commodity. It is for all. Like it is fair share of everybody. I'm
very
not restricted
good?
to just one.
And resources should be divided equally. So I am just
Equally good.
looking for this in romantic age. Where did you see this concept in romantic literature?
In sir, could you please drop a hint of a writer? So writer or something
It
around him, so I
it
can
it it
make my
is
brain work.
it is a some sort of age. Sorry, it is a some sort of
Romantic.
it is a some sort of group.
Romantic. Wordsworth, Byron, Keats, Shelley.
It is a group. Have you
Graveyard
Sir, any
poets.
peasant poet?
आपको याद है मैंने आपको 2 दिन पहले सोसाइटी के बारे में बताया था?
Oh yes,
यस
oh yes, Christian Pantisocracy started by Sade and Coleridge.
what was there in
Yes,
Pantisocracy society? They were talking about
yes, sir. A society that is perfect. They were like they were expecting a society that is totally perfect and a utopian society in terms, and that was a clear idea of like they thought in that way because of a revolutionary zeal.
what they were simply saying that we will create some sort of society in which everybody will act equally, है ना?
Equal share.
Resources will be
Yes.
thrown in a pool and we all will use them collectively. This was an
Okay.
idea
Yes, sir.
in the philosophy of Marxism.
Karl Marx. Yes, sir.
Complex thought, a complex thought है ना, कोई सोच नहीं पाएगा कि ये कहाँ से कैसे जोड़ी होगी। हो सकता है इस
Mm-hmm.
मार्क्स को जीत लिया हो, कहीं से तो दिमाग में निकला होगा, ऐसा तो नहीं है
Can be. It can be that. Yes, sir.
समझ आ रहा है? तो अच्छा ये बताइए, क्या आप मार्क्सिज्म के ट्रेसेस कहीं लिटरेचर में देखते हैं मॉडर्निज्म? हम्म, तो कहीं किसी लिटरेरी पीस में, किसी नॉवेल में, किसी स्टोरी में, कहीं भी?
Yes, sir, it must be there. We are trying to connect.
एलिजाबेथ गैस्केल के काफी नॉवेल्स में देखे मिलता है, फैक्ट्री नॉवेल्स में,
Okay.
Okay, sir. Factory novels, sir.
है ना? हार्ड टाइम्स हुआ चार्ल्स डिकेंस का, उसमें भी देखने को मिलता है ये सारे,
Okay. Okay. Okay.
है ना? सो
I have read something about that times. Okay.
व्हाट वाज द बाई प्रोडक्ट ऑफ वर्ल्ड वार फर्स्ट? एनी मेजर थ्योरीज?
By project.
Theory.
Sir, all this
ऑफ वर्ल्ड वार फर्स्ट,
this imagism. Are you talking about this?
इट वाज
No.
बाई प्रोडक्ट ऑफ
Are you
सेकंड
talking
वर्ल्ड
about
वॉर,
Okay.
the Great Depression?
इट वाज वेरी मच देयर
So
अराउंड 1930,
1930.
है ना?
And
We have observed,
absurdism.
absurdism.
Figure of
And
we,
okay.
existentialism, sir?
yes,
Existentialism. But yes, sir.
we
We
have
have
nihilism.
Nihilism, yes.
nihilism. Yes, sir. We have
By the
nihilism
way,
too.
as we have a famous author, Friedrich Nietzsche,
Niche. Yes, sir.
Niche,
who
huh.
has given a famous concept of Superman. Are you
Superman.
familiar about this? Superman.
No, sir.
What is Superman?
No, sir.
No, no idea, sir.
If a person is thinking over the established rules, and suppose if I'm living in my society and I was taught by my family members or by my society that you should not beat before the community, है ना, in between large number of people, है ना? For example, we have some sort of patriarchal norms, patriarchal uh, needs, है ना? We supposed not to portray our weeping face before people. So this was the kind of ideology we had in our past. If a person is breaking this, if a person is breaking
Breaking
kind of ideology, he can be considered as Superman.
Okay, means in every situation he has to be strong overall.
हमारी
ऐसा बोल सकते
सोसाइटी
हैं.
हमको यही सिखाती है, लेकिन
Okay, the
कि
societal ideologies.
एक ऐसा व्यक्ति जो सोसाइटी के बनाए नियमों कानूनों को नहीं मानता, जो चीजें पहले से प्रेवलेंट नहीं है उनको प्रमोट करता है, ऐसे व्यक्ति को सुपरमैन कहा है। उदाहरण के तौर पे यू मस्ट बी फेमिलियर विद द फेमस ड्रामा, है ना, वेयर यू सी चॉकलेट क्रीम सोल्जर, है ना?
Arms
Yes.
and the
The arms and the man.
Then what about
So Man and Superman,
Man and
Man and
Superman.
Superman is also written by him, but sir,
then
as
what is
it
the
was
summary
not
of
part
Man
of
and
the.
Superman? It was in my brain. What was the summary?
So can I look up to it, sir?
Sir, whatever in our syllabus now, where the chocolate soldier is there, I think.
So that is
Because
arms and the man.
he has also a
And he,
concept na, in
ha
Royal
ha
War
ha,
gone many
gone.
wars.
Yes, sir, he has gone against the conventional prevalent ideas that are set up in this, like a soldier has to work like a soldier, he cannot be sweet. So
But
he has broken that conventional ideology of the state at that time.
yes, yes, yes. So by
Yes,
the
sir.
way, what is the summary of Man and Superman? Because I am confused
uh,
with
so Raina Petkov and he got
Man and Superman.
they like they all
I'm
got
talking about Man
Man
and
and
Superman.
Superman. No idea,
मैंने
sir. Can
पढ़ा
I look
होगा।
up to it, sir? If you allow.
नहीं, मैं बाद में देख लूंगा, कोई दिक्कत नहीं।
Okay.
आगे बढ़ते हैं ना, तो मुझे कुल मिला के वो दिमाग में,
Okay.
तो जीबी सो ने इस कॉन्सेप्ट को बहुत जगह इस्तेमाल किया।
Okay, sir.
एंड बाय द वे वी हैव वन मोर कॉन्सेप्ट, दैट इज लीव इट, लेट इट गो। एक्चुअली रियल टाइम और क्लॉक टाइम, it was given by Henry
Henry?
Bergson, a German author
Okay, sir.
who influenced, I think, William James for writing
Okay.
Principles of Psychology. In that work, we see stream of consciousness.
Okay.
And he has given the actually two basic concepts: the clock time and real time.
Okay.
Do you people aware about these two terms?
No, sir, not ever. Like,
Clock time is a
not till
time.
now, sir.
Clock time is a time which we see in our clocks, in our cell phone, where we simply see uh, the, I should say, the passing time. For example, 1, 2, 3, 4, it's 30 seconds, 30 hours, something like this. But when we talk about the concept of real time, we see real time is a time which is not limited to the watch. Suppose we are with someone, who is very much close to us, who is very much fond to us, so in that case, what will happen? We won't able,
Time will stop.
yeah, no, no,
Hmm.
yes, you can say so.
For us.
You
Ha
can
ha
say so.
ha.
You can say so. Time will
Okay.
not pass.
Ha ha ha.
But you just made my sentence contradictory right now by saying this, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
What he was saying, he was like, if you are thinking in this way, suppose you are with someone, who is very much close to you, whom you love most. So in that case, your time will pass so fast, and
Okay.
you will look for like, oh my god, what happened with us? We just met recently. What happened? And if you are with someone who is not very good to you, sometimes uh, डांट रहा है कोई आपको, है ना, कोई डांट रहा है, कोई उल्टा सीधा आपसे कहने लगा,
Boring lecture. A boring lecture.
हाँ, लेक्चर, है ना, तो उसमें फिर आपको रहा है, तो एक एक सेकंड बहुत मजबूरी में निकलेगी, है ना। तो वो जो मजबूरी में टाइम निकल रहा है, या जो टाइम कैसे भी जल्दी निकल जा रहा है, उसी को रियल टाइम कहा है हेनरी पर्सन ने। ये भी
जो जल्दी निकल जा रहा है वो रियल टाइम एंड क्लॉक टाइम हेनरी एमसन ओके सर
क्लॉक टाइम वो टाइम है जो घड़ी का टाइम है, जो एक्चुअल चलता है, उस
हाँ
फैक्टर पर कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता।
गॉट इट सर
ठीक है।
ओके सर
So we talked about Mr. Freud, we talked about Marxism, and then
नीचे
we talked about the philosophy
नीचे
of Nietzsche. We have fair idea what is existentialism.
existentialism
By the way, existentialism, nihilism, and absurdism, all the three are
hmm
opposed to each other. They have very minor differences.
ये कल से बताइए कैसी ना यस सर
बताइए, quite complicated. Who is father of existentialism? पूरा भेदे पूरी फूल से अल्बर्ट कामू ये तो एब्सर्डिज्म के है ना
absurdism के तो मार्टिन एस्लिन है and Albert Camus in Myth of Sisyphus it all came
पॉइंट
from that हाँ Martin so it all came from that absurdism is clear and talking about existentialism it talks about if in normal language we can say it talks about the existential crisis the feeling of just being like a person is
It
struggling
questions why
huh,
we are here.
why we are it like it questions everything of our
Utility of life or
existentialism ha.
but who is
So
the father, sir?
absurdism
Meaningless life. There
meaningless
is no,
nothingness meaninglessness and all these things
for example, waiting for Godot. Huh?
They
okay.
all talk about the meaninglessness of life. What is difference in between three?
So this is the difference only which I can, well, I'm not sure, but
Yes, sir, there is a minor difference in which I cannot trace. Please enlighten.
So
Any
existentialism is a philosophy, and absurdism, or it is a genre, or it is a practice of in theater,
all these are
absurd
theories.
theater.
All these are theories. They are similar to each other. Very minor differences are there. By the way,
And I read once that expressionism and existentialism influenced absurd theater.
yes, you're right. But the philosophy is absurdism actually, you know? And the philosophy of absurdism made absurdist theater. There'll be no waiting for Godot, you know? Then we have famous author Albert Alvin, who has written Jewish story. You know? Many more practitioners are also there who are talking about these two. This genre actually, absurdism. है ना? समझ आ रहा है? बोलो बोलो. नेहा बोलो.
इससे थोड़ा सा कंफ्यूजन हो रहा है,
कंफ्यूजन
मतलब
है, कंफ्यूजन को दूर कर लेना. ढंग से पढ़ लेना पूरी थ्योरीज में, एक बार बात कर लेंगे.
हाँ, मतलब जैसे वर्क्स भी पढ़ते हैं तो दोनों में ऑलमोस्ट सेम चीजें ही हैं, तो एकदम क्लैरिटी नहीं आ पाती है।
धीमे धीमे आ जाएगी. तो एक काम
ठीक है, मैं,
करते हैं,
हाँ, उसको थोड़ा सा
इसको
समझूंगी।
इसको यहीं
हुँ,
रोकते हैं आज के लिए. हम कल आगे बढ़े.
हुँ,
ठीक है. ठीक है.
हाँ, मतलब आगे के राइटर्स और इसी में पढ़ना है ना?
अभी कुछ नहीं, अभी बस शुरुआत हुई है.
हाँ, ठीक है।
अभी बस शुरुआत हुई है. ठीक है, हम आगे कल बढ़ेंगे. अच्छे से डिस्कस करना है ना? अभी कुछ नहीं किया है तो हल्का हल्का पानी पी. ठीक है. चल, गुड नाइट. सो हेलो एवरीबॉडी, गौरव शर्मा दिस साइड एंड यू आर वाचिंग मी ऑन लिटरेटी अड्डा. आज मैं आपके साथ एक मैसेज शेयर करना चाहूँगा क्लास शुरू करने से पहले. मैं आपको बताना चाहूँगा एमपी टेट जो कि मध्य प्रदेश में होने ही वाला है अगले आने वाले 1 मंथ में तकरीबन. तो मैं आज आपके साथ एक न्यूज़ शेयर करना चाहता हूँ. हम लोगों ने, मैं और मेरे साथ कुछ मेरे जो मित्र हैं, मेरे दोस्त हैं जो असिस्टेंट प्रोफेसर हैं ऑलरेडी, एक पॉलिटिकल साइंस से और दूसरा केमिस्ट्री से. तो उन लोगों के साथ कोलैबोरेटिवली हम लोगों ने एक एप्लीकेशन पे एमपी सेट के लिए टेस्ट प्रिपेयर किए. और इनको कुछ इस प्रकार से डिज़ाइन किया गया है कि जो सबसे पहले वाला टेस्ट है, वो सबसे वीक, जैसे-जैसे टेस्ट के नंबर बढ़ते जाएँगे, वैसा-वैसा उसका लेवल बढ़ता जाएगा। और ये कहीं न कहीं आपकी जो स्ट्रैटेजी होगी एमपी सेट के लिए, उसको इंक्रीज़ करेगी। यदि आप प्रिपेयर कर रहे हैं एमपी सेट के लिए, तो बहुत अच्छी बात है। यदि कोई आपका जानने वाला कर रहा है, तो प्लीज़ इस वीडियो को उस तक शेयर करें। थैंक यू। लेट्स मूव फॉरवर्ड टू द सब्जेक्ट।